Welcome, Airplane Ambition. Thank you for taking a few moments out of your day to spend with me. I hope that you find this video interesting and enlightening. So let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about the iPad and ForeFlight. When you come to that decision of which iPad do I get, how much money do I spend, I myself did research online to kind of see what other pilots were doing, and a lot of other pilots recommended the iPad mini. I was a little skeptical at first because I thought the iPad mini was, as you can see, not very big, a little small. However, I can tell you that when you're in the plane, this is the perfect size. I do recommend the iPad mini for your flight training in the plane. You can put it many different places. It fits well no matter what plane you're in. Now, I wouldn't mind having a bigger iPad to maybe do planning at home, but in the plane, I recommend the iPad mini. Now, when do you need to get it? Let's be realistic. Do you really need to go run out and get an iPad mini after you've had 2 flights? No, I don't think so. But as you're looking for it in your training at the point that you solo, once you're soloed and you start going out by yourself into the airplane, I definitely think having an iPad is not only smart, but useful. I would also recommend that you get the iPad that has the cellular data because that iPad also has a GPS chip in it. And I think that's beneficial for when you're flying. I realize it's going to cost a little bit more money and you're going to have to plan accordingly, but I do think that that's the better option, is to get the higher end iPad. Now, also with the iPad, it's not just the iPad, but what you're going to have to pay with it is ForeFlight. ForeFlight is a very handy tool. As you can see, I've got a sectional chart here of the United States. I can go on anywhere on here, pick an airport. It will bring up not only the current weather. I can look at all the information about the FBO. You can get the different runway links, best wind. All your chart supplement stuff is right here at your hand. If you're not that familiar with the charts, the charts update at different times throughout the year, every 6 months, and the chart supplements don't come with the normal charts. So having it all in one place is very handy, very beneficial, and it'll help make you a more situationally aware pilot. So I do recommend it. I don't think that you need it before you solo. If you get it before, that's great, but definitely after you start flying by yourself. Now, even in my situation, I had a Garmin 1000 at my disposal in the plane I was in, which could point me back to the airport very, very easily. However, this helped my situational awareness. It was a extra navigation aid in case I lost my G1000, which I never did. When you're planning your cross countries, I recommend that you do it on paper. I recommend that you do it the long way. You use your E6B. You use all those tools that you learn when you're becoming a pilot. However, this is a good way to check what you're doing and seeing that you've calculated your winds correctly. It's kind of a good, kind of like a double accounting practice. It helps you to verify what you're doing on paper. But definitely I recommend this after you solo and for your flight training and beyond. I realize it's a subscription fee for ForeFlight. You obviously have the cost of the iPad. I would look at your personal cell phone carrier. I got a deal on mine. Maybe you can get a deal on yours so the iPad and the service doesn't cost very much. Now, the other thing is there's a lot of different ways to mount this iPad in the plane. I personally like this pivot system. Okay, I'm not getting any money back, or Pivot doesn't sponsor me at all. But as you can see, this thing flips over very easily. And there you go. You've got a clip back here. You can put a suction cup in, or different kind of ways to hold the iPad in the plane. But I find this to be a very convenient, easy case. If it is, it just pops out. You can flip it back around for use. I find this case to be very durable. And you have a little stand here if you want to pop it out. You can use it as a stand. I saw many other people have this and recommend this case, and I do also recommend that it worked well for my flight training. Now, all that being said, and I'm not going to discuss it in this video, but in a soon upcoming video, I'm going to tell you why the iPad helped me in my check ride. There was something that happened. The iPad was critical in helping me pass my check ride. But you're going to have to watch that video to find out what happened. But once again, Pivot, iPad mini, for flight. I definitely recommend it. It's just a tool you need that will be helpful, increase your situational awareness. Thank you for stopping by. Can't wait to see you again in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.